Welcome to the Sneaking Into the Movies podcast. I'm Max Nathan.
And I am Norman Davis. And this week, we will be talking about Mortal Kombat II.
Sneak in with us and let's go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
We are here talking about Mortal Kombat 2. The
Yippee!
sequel to, don't sound too excited, man. The sequel to Mortal Kombat, which came out in 2021. It was kind of one of those unique Warner Brothers, HBO, theaters, same day, COVID, madness, Lost Nolan releases.
One of the more interesting things to happen in recent movie history.
Yeah. For better or for worse. Definitely for worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it didn't like kill movies. Everyone forgets that Dune was one of those movies, and Dune 2 did fantastically. Dune 3 is probably going to do even better.
Dune 1, even with the day and date, did well for, 2021, like mid 2021-ish.
Yeah.
It was still COVID-y, but yeah.
It was a strange time, but Max, did you see that Mortal Kombat movie back when it came out?
I did not, and I didn't, not because I'm not into Mortal Kombat. I dabble. I like some Mortal Kombat. I'm a big fan of the Injustice games, so that's kind of, step off the porch from the Mortal Kombat games.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could dabble in some Mortal Kombat, but that movie was not speaking to me. None of it. I saw the trailers, didn't do much for me, and then it got the day and date thing, and I think one of the things about the day and date situation where HBO Max or HBO was putting out their movies on HBO Max on the same day as they went to theaters, I think the interesting thing about that time period is it really did diminish the, for lack of a better term, aura of each of the movies.
For sure.
And it was way easier to pass on Mortal Kombat 1 than it was this movie, for example. So yeah, I didn't watch it. Well, did you watch it?
Interesting. Yeah, I did. It was garbage.
Okay.
So I had the opposite thing. It was, I assume you had HBO.
I did.
Yeah, I did too. I watched all of these movies. A couple of them are movies I probably would have never watched. I went to theaters for a couple of them, like Suicide Squad,
Yes.
Dune. Those were two I went and risked my life and the life of my loved ones to see. They're both elite movies.
Yeah, worth it.
Yeah, this one, I actually saw this one and Godzilla vs. King Kong.
That one, yeah. That was early 2021. That was
Dude, I watched that movie 3 times when it came out because I went on in theaters and then everyone wanted to watch it. And
that was
go hang out with people.
We probably weren't even vaxxed at that stage of the game.
No, I was risking my life.
Godzilla and King Kong, worth it.
Yeah. But I made it this far. But yeah, no, the first one was awful. I felt more incentivized to skip this one because it was in theaters and it was awful. Or the first one was awful, I should say.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't want to spoil anything. But yeah, so here we are, Mortal Kombat 2. So we got delayed, bigger budget. There were a lot of complaints about the first one. This one has a higher Rotten Tomatoes score. This one's at 65, which is positive. B cinema score, that's really not good, especially for a movie like this.
Yeah.
A movie that just you're supposed to do nothing but have a good time and enjoy.
Yes.
But yeah, so what'd you think about this one?
So from the jump, it was pretty bleak. I was going into I feel like this is easier. I mean, this happens more when you go see a movie alone, which I was, because this movie, inexplicably a Mother's Day release. I don't know. People were busy this weekend. It was, not a great time to go see Mortal Kombat 2. So I went alone at 10 o'clock at night on a Sunday. So, I was isolated, and when you're isolated, certain things creep into your head that you may not want to think. And this movie brought it out of me, for sure. From the jump, I was going, wow, I only have, a certain amount of time left on this earth, and I am here. watching Mortal Kombat 2. This is rough. It was so, I was like so not into it from the beginning. And then you get some Johnny Cage. Get some Johnny Cage in there, and I'm like, okay, we're going somewhere. I'm not totally hating what I'm watching right now. And, you know, occasionally some cool stuff would happen, but largely I thought this was just absolutely awful, honestly. Really not great stuff. What did you think, generally speaking, Norman?
I agree. I thought this was terrible.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I could tell you it was better than the first one. They both suck.
Yeah.
And usually when a sequel comes out, a movie's not great. Take, for example, the Mario movie. Like that, I don't think that second one was amazing. But it was much better than the first one.
I mean, at least Mario is fun to watch, at least for the first time. For us,
yeah,
I could say. Like,
I mean, we're such big fans. It's hard to say. I mean, I love the Mortal Kombat games. Played all of them.
Yep.
I really, really liked one's gameplay. At least I had a lot of problems with that game, but it was fun, which is kind of all that really matters at the end of the day with the Mortal Kombat.
If you get the fighting right, it's
but yeah, this was terrible.
Yeah.
No other way to spin it.
I mean, what did you? Is there anything that you could say positively about this movie?
There were some cool fight scenes. There were some cool set pieces. Let's just go full spoiler.
Yes.
One of the biggest problems with the first movie was Cole Young. Which you were lucky enough to not see the first movie.
Yeah.
And I think you played enough Mortal Kombat to know that Cole Young was an original character created for this movie.
I knew Cole Young was not part of Mortal Kombat. And also, so I wasn't aware, like I watched this movie and I was like, okay, there's a guy named Cole. That's interesting. That's weird. I've never heard of him before. And then I go watch the trailer for the first movie after I watched this movie. And I learned that he was like the OC main character of the last movie. And I was like, wow, that is a choice. That is a choice and a half. He got dispatched pretty quickly in this one too. It was like all for nothing.
Biggest highlight of this movie for me, honestly, was watching that dude's head get smashed.
Yeah.
No hate to the actor, whatever. Actually, no. You know what, Louis Tan, he was talking a lot of shit about Iron Fist and Finn Jones for like 5 years for no reason.
Was he?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I'm glad Shao Kahn bashed his head in.
I'm glad Shao Kahn blew your ass up.
Because who's going to be on our screens next year?
Finn Jones.
Finn Jones is Danny Rand.
Yes.
Boom. Yeah, funny enough, speaking of Marvel gripes with this movie was written by Jeremy Slater, who wrote Moon Knight, which is
yeesh,
the worst thing Marvel's ever done ever.
Yeesh.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my biggest highlight of this movie was watching that dude just get absolutely domed.
Just smoked. Yeah.
Yeah, and at least this one was about Mortal Kombat characters. Johnny Cage, everyone knows Johnny Cage.
Let's talk about him for a little bit. So you got Carl Urban in this role, and he's playing an older, kind of washed up actor. What's the general story with Johnny Cage in the games? Like, is it this?
It's essentially what it is in this movie.
Okay.
He was really big in the 80s and 90s, and then, the world's all different, and he's kind of washed up, and they pull him in. It's kind of the exact same plot in this movie. I'm not some Mortal Kombat lore god, but I know about Johnny.
Okay, so it kind of had to be an older actor here. Johnny Cage is like an older guy.
Yeah, typically he's around that age range.
Okay.
Like all the money in the world, this would be Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I mean, that would be...
Or Tom Cruise. If these were the best movies ever and they made a ton of money, it'd be one of those guys. They play into it. Like the Uncaged poster is just the Mission Impossible 1 poster. I don't know if you noticed that.
I didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
That sounds on brand.
Yeah. But yeah, Carl Urban, he did what he could. This movie was very Marvel-y.
Oh yeah,
his dialogue,
I mean,
like really bad. I don't know.
you know,
I tried.
yeah.
It was rough there, but I don't think he's terrible. I don't think he's not like phoning it in or anything. He seems to be having fun, which is good. He's a cool actor. You know, watching him on The Boys right now.
Yeah, I like him, and I thought, like you said, he's having fun, and that's about all you can ask for. The accent is like all over the place.
Dude, I thought it was like tweaking. I was like, is he doing an American? Is he just doing his regular? Is he? Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. Top of my head, I don't know any Carl Urban movies where he has an American accent.
I think isn't he American in Star Trek?
I haven't seen those movies in like 10 years, bro. I don't care. You think I don't care about Star Wars, bro? Throw some Star Trek in front of me. Yeah. I don't remember. But anyways, yeah, he's fine in this.
Yeah. He's hamming it up a little bit, and that's something that this movie I think desperately needs more of.
I don't really want to go name by name and be mean. There's a lot of awful acting in this movie, like terrible.
Yeah.
Is that crazy to say?
I don't think it's crazy to say. Frankly, there's just a lot of people in here that I've never seen before in this movie, and it's odd.
I'm not saying that as a dig. Like, no, I don't. I put that less on the actors and more on the studio, who probably like rushed this crap out.
It's quite a conundrum though when you consider like this movie has basically mostly people I've never heard of before. And it's called Mortal Kombat, and somehow it has an $88 million budget, and it looks the way it looks. Like, none of that adds up in any sort of way at all.
I'm always curious with this. We're going to talk about some other video game movies later, but we have the first trailer for Street Fighter. And there's like a decent amount of pretty famous people in there.
Yes.
Jason Momoa, 50 Cent, Cody Rhodes. Just off the top of my head. That movie probably had the same budget as this, but... Yeah, no. Like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. Like, just getting, a lot of these actors, this is huge. You star in an $88 million movie, and you're not Cody Rhodes or 50 Cent, someone like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. This is just really not a well-made movie every kind of way you look at it. Like you said, the look of it.
Yeah. Not great.
No.
Even, like, you would expect walking into Mortal Kombat 2 that there's some kind of, like, somebody behind the camera that's, like, excited to film the fights in a certain kind of way. And this is, like, the most generic fighting. It could be from any movie. The Mortal Kombat movie should have crazy-ass fights. Like, you should be walking out talking about, like, like when Shao Kahn fought, this guy or Katana, it was sick or whatever. Like, you can't really walk out of this movie. Like, was there one fight that stood out to you?
No, I thought
there was
Johnny and Baraka maybe.
Yes,
I thought that one was pretty cool.
That was the one that I was going to bring up.
But yeah, honestly, like, it's awful. I still think the first one's worse than this, but Loki has better fights. Like the Scorpion and Sub-Zero fight's really good in that movie. When Liu Kang dies, I don't even remember who he's fighting out, but I remember it being a cool fight.
I think it was Shao Kahn in this.
But yeah, in this one, I thought, the Johnny and Baraka one was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I don't know, not a lot of crazy fatality. Like, people die in this movie or whatever, but...
I was, when the movie started, I kind of questioned, like, I don't really think about ratings as much anymore because I'm a big boy now and I can get into all this stuff. I thought for a second, I was like, is this one of those like PG-13 cop-out situations? And then, guys start getting their fingers chopped off and stuff, and I was like, okay, it's rated R. Cool.
It feels, I'm always like, have you heard the term like light rated R?
No, but it feels like that.
I'd say like the Deadpool movies are like that. Like, they're rated R movies made for 13-year-olds.
Yes.
And specifically with this, like, why don't you just go all the way?
Yeah.
A couple F-bombs here and there. The fights aren't very, like, violent. Like, people die violently, but they're, like, when you're playing Mortal Kombat, every punch, there's just blood coming from nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Which I know isn't realistic, but, like, Raiden's not realistic, and he's just in this movie. Like, you can do it.
It would be a reason to make the movie. Like, that would be like a fun angle. Is like, we're gonna make this like the bloodiest movie we can possibly make. Like, there's got to be some, and we'll kind of get into this as far as like, you know, the use of IP and the use of, you know, video game IP to make these kinds of movies. But for me, I feel like there should always be some kind of like, we're making Mortal Kombat so we can do this, meaning, and this being some kind of fun way to entertain an audience, a fun way to film it, you know, something like that. I was thinking of
We used the most fake blood ever on this movie.
Sure, yeah, we do something unique. I was thinking of Creed 3 when I was, you know, walking out, or not walking out, but I was thinking about it following this movie. Just the fights in that movie are like, I don't think it's the best Creed movie by any means. I think it's pretty good. It's probably underrated at this point. But the fights in that movie are insane. They're some of the best fights I've seen in a movie, period.
Yeah, they're exceptional.
The way that, and Michael B. Jordan, first time director on that one, the way he was, you know, moving around, you know, there's in the opening, he's fighting the guy and it's like moving around the other guy's back and it's like zooming into weird places and there's slow-mo in ways I haven't seen slow-mo before. It was fantastic. And none of that creativity can be found in the Mortal Kombat 2 movie.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it feels like Michael B. Jordan played more Mortal Kombat game than these guys.
I bet Michael B. Jordan could direct a great Mortal Kombat movie based on that Creed 3 showing. We deserve better.
Yeah, because this wasn't even like one of those, you know, it's for the fans. I don't know if you saw, but there was this producer who was getting mad at critics, which, this movie has a 65 on Rotten Tomatoes. Count your fucking blessings. I don't know how this thing got more than a 20. Critics are just garbage now. You can't even call them critics. It's social media influencers who have a lot of followers.
Sure.
Who get invited by Warner Brothers, and, you know, they don't want to say anything bad, so they get invited to the next one. That is like, we need to do an episode on it soon, because I feel like with this and with Michael and with Mario Galaxy, so much annoying critic talk. But anyways, yeah, the producer's like crashing out because this movie got some bad reviews. Way less than it probably should have.
Yeah.
And he's like, we made this for the fans. If you're not a fan, stay home. I will give him this. There was a specific article he brought up. There was a critic complaining that Kano had a laser eye. That's just from the games. Like, I don't know. I just thought that was crazy. But it just ties into this whole thing. It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how this movie has a 65 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. We should, you know, for our listeners, if you hear the term, we made this for the fans, that movie is dog shit. Like, stay away. That's Norman jokes about that all the time.
Has a lot of heart. I need to think about this one for a little bit. Steer clear. Fucking clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what else to say about this movie. Like, I really just thought it sucked. Like, there's not even anything really to talk about. Like, there's kind of a plot. It's just the Mortal Kombat tournament.
Well, it's like, yeah, I didn't, as a person that isn't, you know, into the Mortal Kombat lore, hasn't really played any of the games that deeply besides, you know, just casually fighting. They don't, like, build the world very much either. Like, I didn't really learn more about Mortal Kombat
which they don't really in the games, but this is the opportunity to do it.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
What are we doing? And yeah, it's just, you know, there's some like cool stuff that would happen at You mentioned the Johnny Cage Baraka fight. I was having fun during that. That was like the only time during the movie where I was like, oh, are we turning the ship around here? Like, this is kind of fun. And then it just goes back to being like, so it's like weird bad too. It's like the
last hour felt like 2. It just felt like people running around kicking each other for 2 hours. And I was just like, I am, nothing is grabbing me. I'm like, this sucks.
And it's also like it's a writing thing and an editing thing. You have the final like showdown in this movie is like 3 different showdowns, and they're intercutting between them, and they're in completely different places. It's like Johnny Cage, Kano, Scorpion, and Sub-Zero, or the zombie Sub-Zero in hell. They're all fighting over this Raiden amulet, and they need to destroy that so that Shao Kahn can be beaten by Kitana, which is happening in another fucking universe or whatever. Like, it's totally unrelated. And they're cutting between these things, and I'm like, bro, none of this it's not working. It's not even coherent. Yeah, I was just so checked out at that point. And then, I guess, like, when Hiroyuki Sanada shows up as Scorpion, it's like, that when that happened, I was like, okay, he's a professional. I'm enjoying watching.
It's exactly how the first movie felt. It was
Okay.
like, oh my God, kill me. And then, he shows up and you're like, okay. Yeah, Daddy's home.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be okay.
Like a real, a real pro actor right there. He's great. So, yeah, and, the Karl Urban thing is like, we like Karl Urban, but also, like, Karl Urban as the star of the number one guy of like a movie this big is like, that's kind of it seems to be paying off. Like, I think they're clearly going to make their money back, I think. It'll be a small hit probably, but it'll probably be a hit.
Will it?
I mean, let's talk about the box office a little. What did it do, Norman?
It did real well. All things considered here in the States. Came out at number 2. We're going to talk about number 1 because we need to talk about number 1. But it made $40 million domestically. It made $23 million internationally. That is awful.
Yeah.
Not the 40 million part, that's fine. But the 23, this isn't really like an American thing.
No, yeah, you'd think it would have.
I mean, it's an American game studio, but Mortal Kombat was. I mean, they still sell well, but a worldwide phenomenon.
It's martial arts. This movie has it's like 90% Asian people. Like it's
yeah.
It should play, internationally, but 23 mil isn't gonna not really getting it done.
It didn't look good. I can't imagine people are coming out of it recommending it to other people. Yeah, I don't know. It's not great.
No, but
we'll see. I mean, yeah, it cost $88 million to make, so there's a path to like 250 million.
Yeah, you got a 63 million total, so it'll make, so that's 63 million in the opening. You'd think it would make, have a 30 to 50% drop, somewhere in that range.
I would say 55 to 70. I don't.
You think it's a big drop?
I don't think people are waiting to see this. I don't think anyone who went and saw this is going to all their buddies and saying, "Hey, go check this out." Also, Mandalorian comes out in 2 weeks. That's not going to do very well, but that's going to pull a lot of people who probably would have seen this if they just wanted to see something.
Yeah. Actually, not a 30 to 50, like 50 to 70 is what I meant. Yeah, that's.
I was like, that's generous, man.
30% drop would be fucking fantastic. It would be inexplicable for this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's my bad on that one.
So yeah, we'll see if they make a third one. Max, would you see a third one?
I mean, I am, as seen on this podcast from the Mortal Kombat 2 movie, I can be easily tricked. I can buy into something if you've got a cool trailer and you play that music. Even like something like, when the Wicked trailers were coming out, when they do the, the whole, the Defying Gravity stuff in the trailer, it's like, oh, the eyes get a little wet every now and then, and you're like, oh wow, that's just a powerful song there. I'm feeling it. And then you watch the movie, and it's just
they
not
made 2
very
Wicked
good.
movies, and for like a year we had to pretend the first one was good, and the second one came out, and there was just zero anything about it.
Yeah,
Pepperidge Farm does. But yeah, Mortal Kombat 3. I don't think I see a third one. Unless it was this here podcast and our listeners were demanding it. Because I'm not like you. I I'm kind of a pessimist when it
Yeah,
comes to movies
you're a
these
little
days.
more selective, which I respect, honestly, because
I don't got A-list though. If I had A-list, it might be a different story.
Yeah.
I
got the Alamo
paid money to
pass.
watch this. That
Yeah.
just adds an extra layer of. And I drove my premium gas car.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm hating extra these days.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can loop back. But let's talk about who won the weekend, because it was a very close fight, pun entirely intended. But The Devil Wears Prada 2, Max, held that number one spot with a $43 million second weekend.
Which it makes total sense to me. It's a Mother's Day
That's
weekend.
great, yeah.
It's like, you know, that's the movie you would go see with your mom. Like,
Yeah,
why,
and this
why did
great
Mortal
word of
Kombat
mouth.
2 come out?
Yeah. It was supposed to come out in October of last year.
Oh,
And I remember-
right. Yeah, it got
I
pushed
remember
huge.
saying we might have it on the pod on the video game episode. I remember being like, the Mandalorian's going to destroy that. Which it's probably not, but this movie's not going to do well. This is a weird time to release it. But that being said, yeah, Devil Wears Prada 2, 44% drop. It's really good. Not as good as Max's Mortal Kombat 2, 30% drop, but
Yeah,
you know. This movie's already made more than the first movie. They hit that like half a week ago.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep.
This movie's on track. I bolded this in our notes because it's pretty crazy to think about.
It was
And if
nuts.
you told
When I
this to
read it,
someone 5 years ago, 3 years ago, you'd be called crazy.
Yeah.
This movie's on track, and probably will, by the time we record another episode, outgross all major superhero blockbusters that released last year. Captain America, Thunderbolts, Superman, Fantastic Four. Make more movies for women.
Yeah.
They will see them.
Yes.
That seems to be the lesson here.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll
obviously
go
this-
too. I'll go too.
Yeah,
apparently.
Max will go too.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, this is an IP thing or whatever, and Devil Wears Prada, well, maybe not for me. He's a classic by every definition of the word.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty crazy. Just could be a huge movie. While we're here, let's talk about number 3 for the weekend, because it's another movie we talked about here on the show. Shamona. Michael holding that number 3 spot. There were 2 other movies that came out this weekend, so it's pretty impressive Michael's still up here.
Yeah.
Sheep Detective and Billie Eilish, whatever.
Hit me hard and soft.
Yeah, sure.
James Cameron.
Yeah, James Cameron. Sorry, James. Sorry, Jimmy. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. I'm not a vegan. She's gonna kick me out of the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael.
You will never meet Awa.
Yeah. Holds the number 3 spot, 36 million. A little under 600 right now, tracking 750 to 1 billion. You think it's hitting the billion mark, Max?
I said it on the pod that I thought it would, and you're at 600 in, what is it, week 3? Probably not, honestly. Like, I thought it would have maybe better legs. It's having, good legs. I was expecting massive legs. I was expecting people to just be like, have Michael Jackson fever by this point. They're doing sing-along shows and, adding, showtimes and stuff. I thought that was going to happen. That is not what is happening. And
Still holding off really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's already grossed more than Bohemian Rhapsody domestically.
Yeah. And there will be a sequel probably, and they'll make even more cash.
There's never going to be a sequel to
You don't
this
think
movie.
so? You think it's all smoke?
Do you know what happened after Bad came out?
What?
That was it.
Yeah.
All went. Not even just that. Not even just the big thing. But the music's not as good after Bad. He's got bangers, but like his first 3 albums, those are the ones. Is it going to be a movie about him building music, turning white, and getting arrested every 5 years?
Have you listened to the latter 3 albums?
Yes, I've listened. I'm not well versed, but
Okay.
I've listened to all of them at least once. And there's
Okay.
a couple songs that I still come back to. Have you not?
I was listening. I hadn't before, but I listened to the latter 3 this week. I thought they were very very interesting. A lot of them are about what he was going through at that time with the allegations, and him kind of, he's basically pleading his case on those 3 albums, to the point where, like, I don't know, we talked about this last week. If you think that he did the things that he was alleged to do, that last album where he's talking about, like, being invincible, untouchable, you can't get me, that's pretty tough. So they're really interesting. In one of them, he is in the History album. He has a song where he is telling people not to vote for the district attorney because the district attorney was going after him at the time. It's just like, I don't know. I did my whole little, in these past couple of weeks since the movie came out, did my, like, I missed Michael Jackson, I'm going to go figure out what that was like thing. And it's just a very deeply interesting, several years there with
like, if this movie wasn't being made, and essentially final say coming from the Jackson estate, but, like, either they're gonna make, like, the most shameless, just like, this dude never did a single thing wrong ever.
It's gonna be an evil
the whole
movie.
Fucking world is evil, and he's the only good person in it.
Yeah.
Or it's just not happening.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Everyone says Jackson.
We'll see. I mean, surely.
I'm more likely to see that than Mortal Kombat 3.
Yeah. I was gonna.
I'd actually love if they. I'm so curious how they would make that movie. But yeah, as you were saying.
Yeah, it's that movie. I'm shocked. If you told me a couple of weeks ago that I was gonna like the Michael Jackson movie more than Mortal Kombat 2, I probably would have been a little, surprised by that. I probably wouldn't have been shocked because I wasn't thinking Mortal Kombat 2 was gonna be great or anything, but I did not think that Michael Jackson movie was gonna be good, and I had fun. I still don't think it was like a great movie or anything.
Yeah,
it was a fun time
versus Stalin, but like, I would watch Michael 10 more times before watching Mortal Kombat 2 again.
Yeah, I mean,
for as many issues I had with that movie.
If this movie was it was like the same movie, but it just had like Michael Jackson from like wall to wall, start to finish. Like, is this movie? I think it's just better.
You talking about Mortal Kombat?
Yeah,
hell yeah!
The movie is exactly the same, but like the off the wall to bad plays like throughout the whole movie.
Yes.
There's no sound. It's just I think it's a better movie.
I'm shocked they didn't play licensed music during the fights. For better, I'm sick of that.
I wanted more of the
James.
Mortal Kombat theme. I was, there were full trailers where they had, just it was just the Mortal Kombat theme and some like vibe stuff of like people hitting each other. And it's like, where's the theme? The theme should be everywhere. It's a great theme. And it's used very sparingly. Yeah,
you don't get stuff like that. You get Shao Kahn half-assedly saying, "Finish him."
Yeah.
And Carl Urban doing an idle animation, which I kind of chuckled at that. I don't know if you noticed.
I noticed that.
I was like, his feet were going up, and he was like, that was cool.
Yep.
I'll give you that one thing.
Yep. That was fun.
Yeah. I don't really know what else to say.
Yeah.
I guess some of the costumes were cool. Shao Kahn looked kind of cool. Quan Chi looked like he was in a porn parody. Yeah. Everything was hit or miss in this. It was mostly misses, but like there's a monkey spot of everything.
Yes.
Like, Shao Kahn gets to look really cool, but whoever doesn't.
Yeah. So that's been Mortal Kombat 2. Let's take a break here, and we'll talk.
Where was Reptile? Sorry.
Honestly, yeah. Like,
where was Reptile?
That's another thing too. Is like in the Mortal Kombat.
Is he in the first one?
I don't know. I thought I saw like a reptile, like a lady in the last movie with like weird teeth and stuff.
I think that was supposed to be. Dude, I saw that movie. I'm talking like I haven't seen it. Yeah, no, it wasn't the first one.
But like on the character select for Mortal Kombat, like you want to play with like the cool monster guys. At least I do most of the time. I feel like Baraka's cool, Reptile's cool.
It was Millennia who had the crazy.
Oh yeah.
She's actually my main in Mortal Kombat 1. Fun fact.
Isn't that Is that Megan Fox in Mortal Kombat 1?
No, that's Natara.
Okay. Right.
I don't even remember the game before that too. That somehow worse. They had Ronda Rousey played. Did you play Mortal Kombat 11?
I did not.
Ronda Rousey played Cassie Cage.
Okay.
The worst performance I've ever seen in a video game, like ever by far. It is like Megan Fox is not very good in Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah.
But oh my god, it's so bad. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's for Mortal Kombat 2.
We'll continue talking about Mortal Kombat in this next section, where we'll talk about the future when it comes to video game movies. Stay with us.
We'll be back.
Norman and I have returned, and we're talking about video game movies. Norman, you're a big fan of video games, as am I. There's a lot of goddamn video game movies coming out soon. We've talked about this before, but it seems like Hollywood is off of the superhero kick. Video games are Hollywood's new best friend.
Yeah, we're not even going to talk about it here. I didn't even write it down, but TV2.
Yeah.
You got that Tomb Raider show coming out. Fallout is getting a season 3. They're shooting that God of War show right now. Yeah. They found their new mine of stuff to keep making movies about.
As a fan of video games in general, how are you feeling about this moment in Hollywood, TV, movies, everything?
I kind of hate it.
Okay.
I mean, it's been a thing for like 30 years that most video game movies suck. There's better ones now. But I will say, other than Resident Evil, it's only because it's being written and directed by the Craig or not. Every single one of these movies when they got announced, some of them I'm excited for now, I was not excited about. And if Resident Evil had probably any other director on the planet, I would not be excited for it. I don't know. It's just they never get it right.
Yeah,
they never get it right. Especially now, like games are. They've always been a storytelling medium, but so many games are story games now.
Yeah.
Why do we need a God of War show that is about the game that came out 5 years ago?
That's what's
those
silly.
Games are like,
yeah.
I don't know. A lot of the Sony games are like story simulators where you fight people every couple minutes.
Yeah,
it's fine. It works for like God of War, Ragnarok, Last of Us 2. Those are some of my favorite games ever.
Yes.
They don't need TV shows.
Yeah.
The Last of Us season 2. Yeah, same with movies. There's some good ones. There's ones I've liked. Should we just start going through here? Let's talk about.
I mean, yeah.
We talk about some box office stuff.
Sure.
Mario Galaxy looking like the first movie. It's going to be $1 billion grosser this year. Not making as much as the first one. A little surprising. There will be a third one of these. Duh.
Super Mario Odyssey. Sunshine, where are we going next?
That's what I'm curious about. 'Cause Galaxy had more Odyssey than Galaxy.
Yeah.
Unless they're just like, it's Cappy.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's talks about spin-offs too. That Donkey Kong movie.
Yeah.
That seems like something that's probably going to happen. We will be there, unfortunately. I love Donkey Kong. Bonanza's the best game I've played in probably 5+ years.
It was great.
Unreal game. People think there might be a Star Fox now because they announced the game. First movie to make 8 cents. No way they're making a Star Fox movie.
Since they announced the Star Fox game, where are you at on that announcement that just happened? That there's going to be a Star Fox game, but it's a remake of the N64 game. Where are you at on this whole thing?
Yeah, why not? Since we're here. So yeah, this got rumored a little while ago. There's this dude named Nate the Hate who's got a really, really great track record. He said a lot of stuff, but mainly there's a Star Fox remake coming out this summer. That was going to be announced in April. Got announced the first week of May, so everyone was hating on him. They totally pushed that announcement back. 1,000%. See? He didn't leak it because we announced it in May. But the big thing, there's an Ocarina of Time remake. Right there. Wow, that is going to be insane. I'm stupid excited for that. But Yeah, Star Fox. Star Fox is the monkey's paw of video games. Every 10 years they bring it back, and it's the same damn game. But yeah, they shadow dropped the direct. I was leaving work, got on my phone. I saw my classic "This is Miyamoto" period Nintendo tweet.
Yeah.
I love it. You can tell. You ever see any of those tweets or anything? Okay, whenever Miyamoto's tweeting, it says, "This is Miyamoto," period. And then it'll say whatever. Like, I remember the Nessa Zelda movie. It's like, "This is Miyamoto. We are making a Zelda movie." It's just really funny.
Yeah.
Just a funny old Japanese dude.
Yep.
Shout out Miyamoto. But yeah, they're remaking Star Fox for like the fourth time. Kind of lame, but really, it looks really fun. The graphics all look really cool. Star Fox 64 is an awesome game. It's like 3 hours long, so I'm curious.
Yeah.
Probably need to stretch that out. It's only $50. I don't know if you saw that, which is pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, Nintendo's like financial report came out, and they only give sales numbers for games that made sold over 1 million units. Mario Tennis Aces was not there. You and I are probably the only
Fever
two people.
or Aces? The Fever, the new
Fever,
one?
the new one.
Yeah.
Why was that $70?
Yeah.
Did you buy that full price or you got it on sale?
I bought it full price. It was one of those I saw in Target, and I was like, I kind of want to play Mario Tennis. I'm going to get this.
Yeah.
So,
I think we're the only two people who bought that game for $70.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like they're actually doing the variable pricing thing, which is cool. But
Yep.
Star Fox, I think the new designs look really cool. People don't like them. Not everything needs to look like Mario. Star Fox, it's 80s. It's Top Gun. It's self-serious. I like it. I like that they're doing the whole realistic thing.
yeah.
I will be there day one. I'm very, very, very excited for that.
Yeah.
Looks very cool. Anything else on the Mario side of movies?
I mean, I don't have faith in them to make a good movie ever, really. So
Illumination's awful.
I mean, I like the Minions movies, and I like Despicable Me 1 and 2. Beyond that, it's tough. It's just like, I mean, the Mario movie is, even when you get, like, when you look at in this last movie, them plugging Star Fox and then them announcing a Star Fox game like a month later, it's like, this is why they make these movies. Like
if it wasn't any more clear.
No, yeah, it's transparently obvious. It's right in front of you. So yeah, no, I mean, you could still, there's ways to do that and still make a good movie, but I mean, it's just, there's nothing there. There is nothing there. That is it. So
God forbid we throw Samus in it too for making a space movie about nothing.
yeah, woof. Yeah.
I'm making the Metroid movie.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Should we move on to our next one on the docket?
Yeah.
I think we won't say too much because we talked about it a couple weeks ago. Resident Evil. That's our next video game movie.
Yeah.
Zach Kreger, trailer's out. Looks fantastic. We were both huge fans. We talked about that here a couple weeks ago. Is there anything else that's been brewing that you want to say?
Not really. I mean, we kind of said our piece on that one. We're both big fans of Zach Kreger. It's gonna be great.
Yep. You got to play them games, man. I'm going to hold you to it.
I'm on it. I got a new, because my controllers were broken because my brother gets a little angry when we play 2K, and the controllers got a little banged up and they don't work so good. But I got a new controller. I got a modded controller on eBay too, because I was like, I kind of want to.
Okay, fancy.
I want to. Yeah, no, I was like, I want the the anti-drift joysticks, because every PlayStation controller I've ever had has had stick drift. So I was like, I'm on
my third one.
I'm gonna get ahead of that.
I hate that controller too, by the way.
Yeah.
I think it's just like so clunky.
Yep.
The battery on it is garbage.
There's like so many different like pieces that like if you press it at all, it kind of like it doesn't seem like the most well built thing in the world.
The sticks should never be symmetrical. I know PlayStation have done it since the start. Not about it.
Yeah.
But yeah. You should play Resident Evil 2 on that new controller. Probably feel real snazzy.
I'm going to. I started it, by the way. There we go. And then my controller died because it is a shit controller that's been smashed to pieces, and the battery doesn't work so good anymore. So I was like, I'm going to just get a new controller and then pick this back up some other time. But yeah, controller on the way. Resident Evil 2 will be completed by September.
Let's talk about this next one. This is another movie that has a trailer out. This will be our last video game movie this year, I guess, that we know about. Hey, there's one secret one that might come out whenever. We'll talk about that. Street Fighter. There's already, I think there might be 2 trailers for this. Definitely at least one.
Yeah.
I've seen a trailer.
They did like the teaser where they just showed the characters, and then there's like a full trailer.
It looks kind of fun.
It looks better than Mortal
Mystery.
Kombat.
Yeah, it looks better. Yeah, like I said when we talked about Mortal Kombat, this movie has a more star-studded cast. There's some weird. Why is Andrew Schultz in this movie, bro?
Yeah, it's
I hate
and
that dude.
it looks well made, but it still looks annoying to me. Like in all the ways that we've talked about before. With from who's in it, who's making it. It's all still there, but it looks well made. So
What if I told you that Jason Momoa was in 3 movies on this list?
I would, honestly, he's a.
You don't say no to anything.
No, he's what we call a hard worker.
Yeah.
He's in all these movies. It's odd, but no.
Yeah.
You're gonna see his name pop up a lot in this conversation.
But yeah, I think it looks cool. I'm more excited for it than I was for this. You play Street Fighter at all?
Me too. Not really. No, I probably have more Mortal Kombat experience than Street Fighter experience, but both, kind of don't play as much. I played Injustice like a shit ton, so it's kind of close-ish.
Street Fighter 5 was really bad, and it was the only one for like 10 years. Street Fighter 6 is fan-fucking-tastic, though.
Okay. Do you play that on Switch, or you PlayStation or PC?
No, I have it on. I'm always this close to buying it on Switch.
Okay.
It's just it takes up so much space. It's so cool that the Switch gets these giant games now. You know, like Cyberpunk, but like Cyberpunk was cool because they put that on the cart. That was at 80 something. That would have been my whole Switch. I wouldn't have bought that game if it was on the cart.
Yeah.
But yeah, Street Fighter's key card. So it's like 80. It's like I got to delete all of my games. I'm already there where I'm like, if I want to download a new game, I got to delete another one.
Tough.
Yeah, but Street Fighter 6, a lot of fun. This movie looks like a lot of fun. Let's hope it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Let's get on to the next thing.
Let's get on. So now we're moving into 2027 in March. We got Sonic the Hedgehog 4. Hell yeah. I love that third Sonic movie. That third one was like the first 2 were kind of fun. Third one though was like I loved that movie. That's probably the best video game movie ever made. I think I could confidently say off the top of my head.
I mean, there's not really much competition at all.
Yeah, there's honestly, about a mountain in between everything else.
Yeah.
Really, really good time, yeah.
I mean, Resident Evil is going to come out and blow the doors off of that conversation.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. You got Christian Bale as Amy. Cool. Jim Carrey, the least retired person ever.
Yep.
I love that he keeps coming back for these.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever saw the golden script thing.
No.
Where he said after Sonic 2, he said, I will never do another movie unless the script is written in gold. Then he signs on for Sonic 3.
And then Sonic 3 is fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, not much to say about this. We'll probably talk about it here on the show. Gonna be a good time, though. I have zero reason to think otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Get to a little scary one here.
Yeah.
No, I got a note here. Norman is terrified.
Yeah.
There's two movies on this list that I'm terrified about.
Yeah.
The first one here is The Legend of Zelda. As we just pointed out earlier.
Directed by the guy who directed the only not so great modern Planet of the Apes movie.
I love Zelda.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one. Damn, they kicked him off the next one.
Oh yeah, they got Mr. Shackman, your boy.
Dude. He's got a Fantastic Four movie to make. What is he doing? Making apes, bro. The wolf blew down the shack.
Yeah.
Just kidding. It's because they're getting Brad Bird to do it.
There's levels to this.
But yeah, Legend of Zelda, West Ball. This is being made by Sony, who famously don't make very good movies, like ever. Like ever. Like their animation's cool, but like other than that, it is like
maybe Sony's turning it around. We got that Spider-Man movie around the corner, which seems to be, taking a little bit of a different angle. We got Resident Evil coming.
Bro, every fucking Marvel movie takes a different angle. They don't, though. It's always the same thing. It's always the same thing.
It's true. Probably shouldn't drink the Kool-Aid on that one.
But yeah, I'm really worried about this. I think it's kind of cool. They got some kids. I'm glad he's wearing the green.
Mm-hmm.
I was worried they were just going to give him the Breath of the Wild fit, which is cool, but like the green tunic, bro, that's Link.
Yeah.
But yeah, if any of these movies were to be good, I hope it's Zelda.
I think that's your best bet, because all the other ones are going to be Illumination slop. Like it's
like Nintendo wise.
Yeah, I mean, what else? What else do they just do the Illumination stuff in this, right? Like there's nothing else.
Why are you going to Sony? Go to Universal. They make pretty good movies.
I mean, if you go to Universal, Illumination's probably gonna be,
but for a live action movie.
What if Illumination? What if you get to Universal and you get in that meeting and then Chris Meledandri walks in and he's like, we know you said live action, but animated Minions.
Make it animated then. I'm not by Illumination. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is not going to be good. This one's going to hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 2, as much as I like those games, I don't really care. But like Zelda, I love Zelda.
Yeah.
I'm so worried. How are you? How are you feeling about it?
I
played some Zelda.
I don't think it's gonna be very good, but I haven't played enough Zelda to like really say like what makes a good Zelda game and what makes where could they go wrong. I've only played,
but you've seen enough movies to know.
I've seen enough of these exact. Yeah, I mean we just watched.
I'm not like this is gonna be a bad adaptation or like I'm not one of those people like the movie could be awful.
Yeah.
Like kind of with Mario Galaxy, but like the movie's like not good. Like I'm not gonna pretend it's good just because I liked seeing and hearing the things I like seeing and hearing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just don't got a lot of faith in this one.
Yeah. I can't say that I do either.
Who's gonna play Ganondorf? That's what I want to know. Probably random. Which is fine. Nothing wrong with that.
It's gonna be Jason Momoa.
It's gonna be, dude. Don't even joke, man. Don't even joke. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with the Zelda one, but this one we'll be talking about a lot before it comes out.
Yes.
On to the next one then.
Yes. Big one.
Yeah, this is a big one. This is a sequel to a movie we've talked about here on the show. A Minecraft movie 2.
Kirsten Dunst
as Alex.
Joining the cast. What do we think?
Kirsten Dunst. She's a queen. Start off, she's a queen. Famously, there's an interview from like a year and a half ago where she was just talking about like trying to make money making movies. And she was like, I would totally sign on for some kind of Minecraft movie just to make a boatload of cash. There you go. So beast mode.
It's called manifestation right there.
Yeah, I ain't taking that Marvel money. I'm taking that Minecraft money.
Yeah.
Do you have like, I don't know, the first one's stupid. This one's gonna be stupider.
I think that the first one at this point gets a little bit of a bad rap. I thought it was a pretty, and I only saw it the one time. Yeah, that's right. I'm coming out in support of Minecraft today. I think I've done this before, but compared to the movie that we watched this week, it's like I'll take the fully just.
That was just as bad as this.
I would rather watch Minecraft like twice before I watch Mortal Kombat once again, because I thought Minecraft, for as stupid as it was like occasionally kind of funny, especially I don't know. This depends on your audience, but I thought the people that I saw it with were, it was like there were like a bunch of teenagers around me, and they were kind of having a good time, but like in a non-obnoxious way.
Yeah.
And that was amusing to me. So I'm a little, if the movie's funny, which I occasionally laughed at the Minecraft movie, like I think that's much better than like, Johnny Cage coming in,
this bloke shoots fire.
Yeah.
This bloke shoots lightning.
Yeah. Not not a huge fan of that. So, you know, and you got Kirsten Dunst coming in. Like, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be probably having a good time because I am a chud, and I kind of enjoy those movies.
I might have to skip that one because
Yeah.
that first one was atrocious.
Yeah.
I saw it in the theater, a bunch of little boogers.
Yeah.
One of the worst theater experiences ever.
Yeah.
Hated that movie. The first, like, it was kind of funny for like 10 minutes, and then they went they went to Minecraft, it got significantly worse. I thought the auction stuff was funny. That was about it.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa also in this one. This is Jason Momoa flick number 2.
Yep.
Anything else about the Minecraft movie too?
Now let's move on to Jason Momoa flick number 3.
He's doing another one of these, man. This is Helldivers. It's supposed to come out in November of next year. This is directed by Justin Lin of Fast and the Furious.
And the Star Trek movie you didn't watch.
And the Star Trek movie. No, he did Beyond, right?
Yeah.
That was the best one out of those 3.
That's what I heard. I heard it was fun and good.
And no one likes that movie. Into Dark. I'm not talking about Star Trek. Helldivers, Justin Lin, Jason Momoa. Okay.
That's a big old we'll see on that one. I
About
don't
like quality or if it's happening?
everything. Just, you know, if it's
shooting right
happening,
now.
quality. So okay, so it's happening, and
I got a big list at the end of if it's happenings.
okay,
These are so everything I've announced so far are things that I are either shooting or done shooting.
well, some of these you have are not shooting yet,
Yeah, I guess a
but
couple of
will they're big enough. It's like it's too big to fail at this point. Like
Yeah.
it's, you know, it's those kinds of movies, but I mean they could still not happen. Some of these, but yeah.
I don't know. I played Helldivers. It's fun. I never once was like, oh, I can't wait till they make a movie about this.
What is it even? What is the idea? Like, is it just?
It's like it's like a multiplayer game. You go onto planets and like kill bugs.
It's Halo.
Kinda, but it's like about fascism.
Okay.
It's kind of like Starship Troopers.
Okay.
It's like one of those things where it's like about fascism, but not everyone, all the chuds online like missed the point, and they're like, fascism is fucking awesome. I don't know, man. I don't got shit to say.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pretend.
Yeah.
I hate talking about these.
Let's go to the next one because we actually do have stuff. I think we both feel pretty strongly about this next one in different ways. Do you want to lead into it?
Yeah, this is shooting right now. I was praying this was never gonna happen, but it is happening.
There were set photos I saw.
There were set photos and videos, which I'll talk about. This is Elden Ring, coming at us March 2028. Like directed and written by Alex Garland, starring Kaylee Spaney, Kit Connor, Nick Offerman, among others. Cool cast. Yeah, like I said, this is filming. There's set photos and videos and such. This is happening. A24 is putting up the cash for this one. This is my other movie I wrote down that I am scared.
This is one of those movies that I think you're scared of now, but we're going to see that trailer. It's going to be a Resident Evil situation. We're going to see that. Well,
Alex Garland fucking sucks. Yeah,
you won't get on board until you see it, and then you either think it's good or bad, but because of the Alex Garland thing. But I have hope. I think this movie, you know, piggybacking off of, you know, Civil War, which is a movie you did not like, that was a very successful movie for A24, whether you liked it or not. I enjoyed it. And I like Alex Garland, generally speaking. I think, you know, Men is his only real miss, and I don't hate that movie as much as a lot of people do.
That movie
I don't think it's very good, but
like, I think Civil War sucks. Men was atrocious.
yeah. I'm not gonna sit here and be the Men guy, but you know, I didn't hate it. I'm a fan of his work. He wrote both 28 Years Later and The Bone Temple most recently.
That is true. I'll give him that.
Movies that you liked, loved even.
Yeah, I don't think he directs great movies though.
That's the thing. That's where we're, you know, getting into muddy water for you
And
there.
I'm tired of hearing Ex Machina. Everyone's like, but he made Ex Machina 100 years ago.
That was that was actually like 11 years ago.
I made
now,
an
right?
A+ on my social studies test in 6th grade. That doesn't make my college homework any easier. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. We don't need an Elden Ring movie.
I don't know
So
anything about this.
okay, I played the shit out of Elden Ring.
Okay.
I love Elden Ring. Like hundreds of hours on Elden Ring between my PC and my PlayStation. You should definitely try it before Elden Ring comes out. You got a lot of time.
Okay.
It's really good. It's like it's definitely the best game at least this decade. I will say. It's like beyond incredible. But yeah, I'm curious what they're doing. So I've seen these set photos. Everything looks accurate.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you that. But everything looks accurate in Mortal Kombat also. So, but I don't. The lore is like spread throughout the games. Like the like story of Elden Ring takes place before you play Elden Ring, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I guess they're just doing that sort of. I don't know.
It's going to be interesting no matter what. I think,
I'm like beyond curious to see what he does with it.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the sense of like, how do you turn that into a movie? But I'm not excited to see it.
Yeah. I think another thing that intrigues me, and you could look at this either way, but I think, he said that after, I believe it was after like, what was it, after Civil War or something like that, he said he was going to take a break from directing. He was still going to write. He wrote, actually, he didn't really. I don't know how true that was because he co-directed Warfare after that, and then directed. He co-directed Warfare. So you wouldn't see, but he's directing this movie. I think that's it's probably something where he was like, okay, I got a chance to make an Elden Ring movie. I got to do it now, or I'm not going to do it, and he did it. So I'm intrigued. I like this guy too. So you could look at that in completely the other way, where he was just took the cash on that one.
Well, no. I genuinely, wholeheartedly believe he loves this game probably as much as I do. He's very passionate about it.
Yeah,
he's talked about it. He's played it multiple times, as we all have.
Yeah.
I just don't like when he directs movies.
Yeah. So we'll see.
He can be the biggest Elden Ring fan on the planet. He can show me him beating Millennia with a stick. I don't know. I will be cautious till this movie ends. Unless the first trailer comes out and wow. I mean, it's gonna look cool.
Yeah.
They're building all this armor and all these sets and the churches. It all looks very cool. But I don't know. Anything else on Elden Ring, Max?
No. Let's talk about
like 2 years. We'll be talking about this movie a lot.
Yeah. Let's talk about what seems to be the most evil movie on this list.
Yeah.
This is straight up gonna be
Call of Duty.
Yeah. Directed by Peter Berg and written by Taylor Sheridan. Some pros there. Norman's poo-pooing that
If you
one.
laugh, you go to hell.
Yeah. This seems to be war propaganda to me. I mean, the time it's coming out, the people who's making it, is being made by.
Buddy, can I? Are you sitting down?
Yeah, it's always been.
Look up who funds these games. Not even just who helps make them, who gives them money because it's good for recruitment and image. Take that as you. I'm not saying right or wrong or whatever. Take that as you will. But yes, this is the franchise of. When these games do well, more people sign up for the military. There's a direct correlation. Steven Spielberg wanted to make this movie forever, for like 20 plus years.
That's crazy. I guess he did Saving Private Ryan. I mean, that's not.
Yeah. Well, these came out after that, so like he's been. I don't know. But they probably wouldn't let him like make it like how he wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. this is gonna suck if it ever comes out. This is like the most whatever, you know. We'll call I can't imagine a single even people who like Call of Duty. Are there people who like Call of Duty? Who engage with art? Who knows? I mean, I play them, whatever. This year was the first one I didn't try. But Call of Duty movie, like, who cares?
Yeah, I have no interest in the modern games. It seems like they totally have botched the whole thing, honestly. Like, even, like, I didn't play Call of Duty a ton, but I did play Black Ops 3 a shit ton.
Dude, I still play Black Ops 3, bro.
That game's pretty good. There's certain, you know, like I had Advanced Warfare, which was like fine. But yeah, no, not a huge Call of Duty guy, but you know, there's some gems in there. But the modern ones, you couldn't pay me enough to do those.
Yeah, I mean, this is just gonna be a movie about war, or about spies, or about Russians, or about North Koreans or something.
So yeah, we're running low on time. Let's speed round these because these are all, you know, we don't know a ton about these, and so we'll see.
This one's fun. There's a Watch Dogs movie out there somewhere. I'd heard about this for years. I'd heard it was probably coming out soonish. I found out today. Apparently, they filmed this 2 years ago. Tom Blythe's in this. You know, this isn't a fan movie or something. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. This may never come out. It'd be really funny if it didn't. This will be horrible if it ever does come out. I'm just gonna. I will stamp it right there.
Sure.
You know. Yeah, I don't know. Just random. Just random.
We'll see on that one. I'm a big fan of the Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs 1 and Watch Dogs 2 was kind of cool. Not as fun as the first one for me. But, you know, I like those games.
Yeah, I'm going to speed run a little bit.
Go for it.
Like
yeah, go
so we got Battlefield. It's a package directed by Chris McHugh. Produced. He did the Mission Impossible movies. Produced and probably starring Michael B. Jordan. Shopping around studios right now. This will happen. Will probably be pretty good. Great director. Great actor. Just won the Oscar. Am I missing anything here? Pretty solid?
Yeah, pretty solid.
Okay, and then the most recently announced one. This one actually has me very excited, more than any of these.
I'm also intrigued.
Yeah, this is a Bloodborne R-rated animated movie from Sony. This was announced at CinemaCon. Bloodborne is a From Software game. They make Elden Ring and Dark Souls. For those of y'all who don't know, very similar. It's very gothic. Those games are very medieval, gothic. This is being developed by Sony Animation, like I said. You know, they make banger after banger after banger after banger. It's being produced by Jacksepticeye. Very interesting. I never really watched him that much, but apparently he plays a ton of Bloodborne. Mm-hmm. As do I. I love Bloodborne. I'm very excited about this.
Yeah.
That's all we know. Animated, so it'll probably take a while to come out. How are you feeling about this?
I am intrigued by the Sony of it all and the Jacksepticeye of it all. I watched him a bunch growing up.
Did you watch him play Bloodborne?
No. I think I tapped out before that game came out.
Understandable.
Yeah, no. I'm intrigued.
All right. We have a minute left. I'm just going to say the names of all of these things that have been sort of announced.
Yep.
Five Nights at Freddy's 3, Outlast, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Ghost of Tsushima, Horizon Zero Dawn, Grow a Garden, a Roblox game. I don't fucking know what that is. The Sims, Riders Republic, Gears of War, Sleeping Dogs, Phasmophobia, Death Stranding, Dredge, Pokemon, Detective Pikachu 2, No Way, Stray, Bioshock, El Paso Elsewhere, Split Fiction, John M. Chu, Sydney Sweeney, Not Happening, Space Channel 5, Comic Zone, and Metal Gear Solid from the guys who did Final Destination Bloodlines. But they're always making a Metal Gear Solid movie, and it never comes out because that would be awful. Any of those excite you?
I kind of want. Which one do you want the most? Let's go through that. And which one are you most scared of?
Death Stranding. I know Ari Aster's producing it. If that ever comes out, that would be cool, but also very scary because I just don't know how you would adapt that.
Finish him.
We'll be back next week to talk about hopefully better stuff than this.
Good movies. Probably good movies next week. Multiple.
Week after? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see about that one. We've
been on a real stinker stretch, Max.
We have.
But we got to wrap it up here. But man, I need something to come out that's gonna
I have faith that next week's movie will be that movie. So stay with us, and thank you for sneaking in.